Okay, so at our Florida house, we learned a lot about the gallery wall. And one of the key things for the gallery wall is if you're gonna have the multiple different pieces up, they have to fit inside of a geometric shape. So there has to be like a border, and that gives the whole thing shape, and then you kind of arrange the pieces inside. So that's what I'm doing here. Kind of laid them out, and now I'm gonna get them set up to go up there on the wall. Okay, so I'm by no means an expert at this, but I already have got the hook up for the sailboat painting in the corner. So what I'm thinking is I'm gonna go sailboat, then trees, then the bird, and then I'll do this corner piece, and then this corner piece. And then last, I can position this one. Once it's on the wall, I can kind of see what the spacing is. I think the thing that I didn't do last time, which is going to be critical, is actually measuring the gap when I have it laid out on the floor. So I'm going to measure the gap between the sailboats and the birches, and between the birches and the birds, and I'll just write it all down like a map. So that way when I get out on the wall, if I can get it laid out in that same orientation, it will be square, not square, it will fit inside the rectangular border. All right, I'm gonna make a map now. So I'm gonna lay out all the pictures on this notepad and then make measurements from frame to frame, which hopefully when I'm trying to translate that onto the wall, will give me the exact same pattern and shape with the same border up there. Fingers crossed. This is definitely something that takes a little bit of practice, and Emily had offered to help me with this later today, and that it may come to that, but there are certainly some times when you need just like a little bit of time to think and maneuver stuff, and sometimes projects can be a little easier done on your own. Sailboat, trees, bird, dancer, elephant, and mask. So, as you can probably hear in the background, the tree work is happening at the same time. We're having our housewarming and holiday party tomorrow, and that is like a great motivation to get things done. If you ever want to finish projects around the house, just schedule yourself a party, and bam, the to-do list will get checked off quick, at least for us. Right, Ryder? Okay, let's see. So, I'll put the sailboat back up first. Somewhere I have a small level, which is very helpful for putting up pictures, but I can't find it. One of the hazards of moving. So I'm just going to use this one instead. So from the edge of that frame to the very center of this hook is the measurement that I'm looking for. So I'm going to add my 1 3/8. Oh, that's going to work out perfect. So that's, as it turns out, from the edge to the center is 1 5/8, which means the 3/8 goes to 9, so 10. So I'm going to go from 10 inches from the side of the frame, and that's where I'm going to put the hook. Inches over, and then I'm going to go 2 3/16 down. 2 3/16 down. Once again, kind of crossing my fingers to hope that this works out, but it certainly has in the past. So this is definitely one of the times during this process that it's helpful to have another person, because you can have people, you know, I only have so many hands. So I'm actually going to use the measuring stick on the level to get me that left-right measurement, and then I'm going to try to simultaneously do the down measurement, mark it, then put the nail in. So it should be no problem, right? So here you go. You can see it's close, but it's just a little level, so a little low. So I'll just measure how low it is. Oh, it's gonna be close, like 1/16 of an inch, probably 1/8 of an inch, and then I'll just move that directly up, as long as I have the right left-right gap. Okay, here we go. Gotta get it up just a little bit. I know some people use a laser level for this, which it does work well, but it's, I hate that it puts holes in your walls, honestly, is what it comes down to for me. Oh, also maybe that thing wasn't straight, because actually, it looks pretty close. Maybe we'll just leave it for now. Sometimes it's better to just leave it until we get everything else up, and then I can always just adjust it, fine-tune it a little bit later. Let's see. It's about 1.5 inches, pretty close. Now I'm going to do 2 3/4 over, plus the frame. Oh yeah. Just another minor setback. I got to put a hanging piece on this. Alright, coming right back. This one I had up with the 3M strips when we were in Florida, which, I don't know, they do work for some places, but in Florida, I had a couple things fall off the wall because of humidity, and I just don't want to mess around with it. So we're gonna go with the sawtooth hanger instead. Bam! We could have broken the glass doing that, but I got lucky. So I'll take it. Okay, 1 7/8 down. So because of the way that this is at the very top of the frame, it's going to be, the hook is going to be within 1/2 inch. So it's basically, you might even see the top of the hook right over. Part of the reason I got these, but they're a little hard to move.
or lift, whatever is needed.
It looks good. Don't you think? Not bad.